What's going on, YouTube? It's Lenny G, the 40-plus-year-old aspiring calisthenics athlete, and it is about 20-something degrees outside. And I woke up this morning and it was snowing. And that was not something that I was anticipating. Today I have a 9-mile run scheduled, and I'm already a little intimidated by that. I'm not gonna lie. Then on top of it, I come outside and there's snow on the ground. I'm not saying all of these things to complain. The reason I'm saying all these things is because it's just what the reality is if this is the type of lifestyle that you want to live. You have to make the decision to do it regardless, and there will be all types of reasons of why you shouldn't do it, and this and that and the third. I would much rather be resting in bed right now still. I mean, it's 7:30 in the morning. You know, I'm not up at like 5 a.m., but 7:30 on a snowy day is definitely earlier than, 90% of people are probably going to get outside. Like there will be people at the gym most likely, but it's not going to be a whole lot of people, which makes me feel a little more comfortable because I'm going to be shooting. So I anticipate that there's going to probably be less people, and in particular, I think there will be less women there, which I'm okay with today. Right now, I don't really feel like I want or need the distraction. Sometimes I'll see them at the gym and I'll use it as internal motivation. Sometimes I'll say hi, introduce myself, have a little conversation with them. But right now, I'm really in a time frame where I'm just looking to build myself and get myself where I know I'm supposed to be. And that's going to take me stepping away from a lot of other things that have distracted me or held me back in the past. And that includes women. I love women. I'm not somebody who hates women. If you're somebody who followed the channel prior to that, when this channel was called Just a Tip and I made my previous types of content, I might be confused for somebody who hates women, but I don't hate women. I love women. I just know that there's a lot of good and there's a lot of challenge that comes with dealing with women. And I want to put myself in the most advantageous position to be able to meet the type of woman who I would like to meet and interact with. And I don't even know if at this point I'm going to be in any sort of monogamous relationship moving forward. I don't have kids. I want to have kids. But one thing I love about the gym is there's lots of beautiful, fit women there. Whatever women are at the gym at 7:30 in the morning on a Saturday when it's snowing should probably be considered higher, on a higher level of attractiveness, because they're showing a higher level of dedication. They're showing a higher level of motivation and commitment. I've been to the gym every day, and I'm not necessarily somebody who comes at this time every day, but it just makes the most sense for me today. And especially with me running the 9-mile run, I find that for me, it's best to try and knock out the most difficult things early in the morning or early in the day. That's when I have the most energy to face it. And that's when my mind is the most clear. Sometimes throughout the day, what you see and what you go through may bog you down. And so it's very important for me to make sure that I am putting myself in position to continue to grow and move forward and win with my body and win with my mind. And every day, every pull-up, every push-up, every step that I'm running when I don't feel like it anymore. I don't feel like running right now. I already told you guys. I mean, I don't know who's following every video at this point, but I already told you guys, man, I don't like running. It's just not looking forward to this. But, we're here. Last night there was no snow on the ground, and now there's a lot of snow. Not a lot of snow. It's actually an interesting metaphor to me how today was. Because I woke up and I looked outside and I saw the snow and I was intimidated by it. But then once I actually got outside, I'm like, okay, this is not that much snow. Actually, this is manageable. Okay, we can get through this. I just got to take my time and drive slow. And I was able to wipe off the snow from the car relatively easily. Like, it wasn't that bad, actually. So I say all that to say, I think there's a lot of times in our lives where we have challenges and we avoid them or procrastinate with dealing with them. And then whenever we actually do get around to dealing with it, we realize, yo, this actually wasn't that bad. I shouldn't have waited this long. I should have been did this shit. And that's one of the things. I think that's also an analogy with the working out. Every time you get up, there's gonna be days where you feel great to go to the gym. You feel energized, you feel motivated. And then there's gonna be a lot of days that you don't fucking feel like going. And your mind is gonna try to convince you of every reason why you should just skip it today, like why it's not that serious, like why you'll be all right, you can just go tomorrow, like, everything. Especially for those of you who started this new year and we're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna work out all the time, but it's not already something that has been established as a habit for you. This is probably around the time, like it's the 11th, I think, today. This is around the time that you all will start to drop off. But even if you did drop off, even if you've missed a few days, just get up today and just do it. Get up today and hit the gym. Get up today and move your body. Make yourself active. Get the blood flowing in your body. I'm working out and I'm posting about it some way, in some form or fashion, every single day this year. That's what's going to happen. That's a commitment that I made to myself, and I'm making it to you guys verbally here as well. I started the day after my birthday, January 5th, and I'm not stopping. That's it. This is what's happening. So I would love it if you guys join me for the ride. Pause. I'm going to do a marathon in a few months in April. And I am... Hold on, I'm looking for a spot. Oh, yes, there's one right in front available. Hey, let's go. All right. So I'm doing that marathon in April. And then I am going to be doing regular calisthenics work and really going hard this summer. Like after April, going into spring and stuff like that, going into summer, I'm really going to be going hard with a lot of the strength holds, and I'm going to be going through progressions, trying to really master my handstands, master my planches, master my muscle ups, do different things, and I looked at some recent videos where they talked about like, oh, these moves are on this level of calisthenics, or these moves are on this level. Like, if you can do this, you're at this level. You can do this, you're at that level. From people who I respect. So I'm just going to go through the progressions, based off of where they're at. I'm basically like intermediate level, like a low intermediate level right now. I'm not anything special. Some people may look at me as like, oh, that's cool stuff you're doing. Some people are like, oh, I can do that easily. It is what it is. But I'm going to continue to progress. I want to get to more intermediate, and then more advanced levels, So I'm just going to see how far I can take this thing, how far I can move my body. I really don't want to die not having seen what my body is truly capable of. So I'm about to go hop in the gym now because I'm here. You could probably see the Planet Fitness in the background right there. And I'll be back when I am. What am I doing today? I'm doing a 9-mile run. So I'll probably, I'll let you guys in on my my warm up routine today, and then I'm gonna time lapse the run. All right, so we're here about to get our warm up on. Nothing too crazy on the warm up. Some basic movements just to get the body moving. And then I'm gonna do a warm up that's specific for the run. Kind of music do you guys usually listen to when you're working out?
This how we ride to the beat. We like to shuffle your feet. I see you right to the toe. Come on, baby, let's go. That's how we live. Here comes the melody. It's time to get free. Come on, follow me. Let yourself free.
Is this okay? Okay.
Let yourself free. I wanna forgive you. Looking for you all night. Tell me that it's alright. I wanna ride you with you. We're jumping through the room. We got it. Start and loose. Turn up. Let's get me feeling you. We got it. Loose, loose, start and loose. Here comes the melody. It's time to get free. Come on, follow me. Let yourself free. Let yourself free. Let yourself free. Let yourself free.
What do you do? Yeah. Then police sexual and
If you so sure,
That can't be nigga, bro. I kind of like the blood stuff was yeah.
So, one looks so far. Not really much to say. The only one thing getting myself focused. We may find out through some of this portion. And then, yeah, it's gonna get the run soon. That's like kind of like the basic stuff I do, and then I'm gonna do the run specific.
So just finishing that now, and I was screwing. It looks like I wet my pants. Based off of, hold on, I'm trying to see, make sure I got a good angle on this stuff. So you can see it looks like I wet my pants just based off of my sweat running. I don't know if you can see it in a picture. Gotta remember this, how crazy this is. Yeah, that's funny. Shit looks crazy. Yeah, it was an epic ride. Now we're gonna get some reflections just to see where we're at. I definitely wonder if on like days when I run, I end up losing like strength or losing mass, anything along those lines.
Like that, you know, what? I need to find some help. You know, yeah. As I continue to
All right, so just finished the 9 mile run, and the run went really well. And I think part of the reason why it went so well was because I meditated beforehand, and I got my mind to a place where I knew I was going to complete it. I knew that it was going to be difficult. I knew that there were going to be challenges along the way. I knew that there were going to be times that I was going to be tired and that I was going to want to stop. I knew I was going to have to dig deep and dispense my energy appropriately. That's one thing about running, is it makes you have to be mindful of how you're using your energy. So for example, at one point, one part of my foot started to hurt, but I couldn't stop. So I have to figure out how to adjust it to where this next step is gonna even things out a little bit, put some pressure on a different part of my foot to compensate for that part of my foot that needs a short break. And this is all going through your head while you're in the run, different situations. And I just think that it's just a lesson for life. And one thing I'll say is, you know, it is possible to achieve the runner's high on the treadmill, because I definitely did today. It just seems to take more miles and more time to get there. But when you get there, it's almost like you're floating the rest of the way. Even though you're still running and your body is still moving, you don't feel it anymore. You don't feel anything. You just feel a certain bliss come over you. I don't know how to describe it, but that runner's high is different. I like to smoke weed and get high that way, but that runner's high is different. I like the results that I'm getting in my body, so at the end of the day, I'm going to keep doing it. I haven't been as on top of my meal plans as I've needed to be. I have been being mindful of what I'm eating and eating various snacks throughout the day, having my protein smoothies, and, you know, making sure that I'm getting a sufficient amount of protein on a daily basis, eating high quality food. So I'm doing what I can without being as on top of tracking it as I need it to be. I need to be on top of tracking it, for real. There's somebody who's out here in the snow running outside. I respect it. At some point I'm gonna be out here too. Gonna be outside